Welcome to Saltairs Safety Induction. At Saltair, safety isn't just a rule, it's a culture. Our goal is simple: think safe, be safe, go home safe. In this short module, we'll take you through our top 10 safety rules, essential for keeping you and your team protected on site. Here's an introductory overview of our top 10 safety rules. 1. Safety culture. We are proactive towards safety. 2. Working at heights. Only trained personnel work at heights. 3. Hazards. We don't walk past hazards. 4. Crane safety. Only trained and licensed personnel use cranes. 5. Journey and fatigue management. Arrive safe and ready to go. 6. Electrical safety. Strict adherence to electrical safety discipline is required. 7. Light vehicles. Compliance with road laws and site signs. 8. Apprentices and learners require constant supervision. 9. Personal protective equipment, or PPE, must be correctly worn, fitted, and in date. 10. Integrity. We do what we say. Think safe, be safe, go home safe. Let's explore each of these rules now in a little more detail. First, rule number 1. Safety culture. We are proactive towards safety. Before stepping onto any worksite, you should sense the safety. That means checking that all safety signage, first aid stations, fire services, and emergency information are in place. PPE must be worn properly, and all power leads and fire extinguishers must be regularly inspected. Everyone, from staff to subcontractors and visitors, must complete the necessary site inductions before starting work. Every worker, subcontractor, delivery driver, or visitor has the right and responsibility to stop any unsafe act without fear of reprisal. 2. Working at heights safety. Working at heights is dangerous. Only trained personnel are to work at heights. Use of harnesses and fall restraint systems must be utilized correctly and inspected prior to use, tested, and tagged 6 monthly. Full edge protection with toe boards are to be used if harnesses and fall restraint are not used. Ladders. When performing short-duration work on the inside footprint of a module, it's preferable to use 6-foot A-frame ladders, but never less than 4 foot. External work must utilize platform ladders. All ladders should be regularly inspected and tagged. Trestles must be erected as per manufacturer's specifications. Trestles above 2 meters in height must have a proprietary edge protection system attached. All trestles must be double planked and the planks clamped together. All trestles must be constructed on solid ground, with solid footings. Rule number 3. We don't walk past hazards. If you see something unsafe, speak up. Everyone at Saltair has the right and the responsibility to address unsafe work practices. Report hazards to the site supervisor immediately. Raising and suggesting safety improvements are always encouraged during toolbox talks or safety meetings. 4. Crane safety. Only trained and licensed personnel use cranes. Only suitably trained and licensed subcontractors are permitted to set up and use cranes. Cranes are only to be directed by a suitably trained and licensed dogman. Saltair will assist in creating safe working zones for cranes by barricading and posting appropriate signage. 5. Journey and fatigue management. Arrive safe and ready to go. All journeys over 2 hours in duration must be entered onto the Saltair Modular Journey Management System app, JMS. These journeys must be authorized by supervisors prior to departure. Work sites must follow the Saltair Journey and Fatigue Management Plan to protect workers against fatigue-induced injury. Safety Rule 6. Electrical safety. Strict electrical safety discipline is essential at all times. Electricity and water do not mix. Keep all electrical equipment well clear of wet areas. Only use approved site power supply boards fitted with safety switches and ensure they are securely fixed to the ground. All tools, leads, and RCDs must be tested and tagged every 3 months. Push-button tests are required monthly, and all electrical equipment must be visually inspected before use. 7. Compulsory following of road laws and site rules. All light vehicles are to be parked off-site. Those vehicles brought onto site to drop tools by subcontractors do so at the driver's own risk. All Saltair modular badged vehicles must conduct weekly pre-start checks and adhere to state road laws. Failure to do so will result in disciplinary action being taken. Rule number 8. Apprentices and learners. All apprentices and learners must be constantly supervised by a leading hand or suitably qualified tradesperson. Rule number 9. Personal protective equipment. PPE must be correctly worn, fitted, and in date. All PPE must be worn as required per the task and documentation in SWIMS. PPE such as P2 face masks must be fit tested and worn in accordance with current legislation. PPE must be in good working condition. Safety Rule 10. Integrity. We do what we say. At Saltair, safety is literally everyone's responsibility. If you see something unsafe, you must act on it. When we work together to think safe, be safe, and go home safe, we build a stronger, safer workplace. Congratulations, you've completed our Top 10 Safety Rules course.